Are you always sad and full of discontentment? Are you always the person outside the picture or the wallflower? Are you silent and lonely instead of perky and peppy? If answers of all these questions says yes, then this video is for you. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Angel and you're watching me on The Angel Life. Before proceeding on to the video, make sure you subscribe the channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you never miss an update from me. So what happens is we tend to view life as a series of events that are uncontrollable and outside the boundaries that we mold for ourselves. Life constantly throws us challenges that are tough to get through. These curveballs sometimes stress us more than they should, isn't it? See, you have less control on your life challenges, but you have more control on yourself. If you will work on yourself, then the life will work for you. Yes, that's true. In spite of all the problems you have or all the situations you're going through, start feeling happiness in yourself. Start feeling gratitude towards whatever you have in the present moment. After all, happiness is not the absence of problems, but it is the ability to deal with them. Regardless of your personal circumstances, it is possible to find internal happiness, and believe me, that inner happiness feeds on nothing except your own desire to find it. The pursuit of enduring happiness is at the core of many mindfulness practices which often emphasize gratitude and seeking contentment in the present moments. That's why I always ask you to live in the present moment. I always ask you to live in now. Maybe your partner dumped you. Maybe you lost your job, or maybe you failed at something when you thought you would succeed. Whatever the situation you are landing in today, start looking for the silver linings in life. Often, something in life will happen which we interpret as being bad. However, when we look at it later, it seems to have some good aspects to it, isn't it? Those are called silver linings. Don't let negative circumstances and sadness creep into and ruin your life. Whenever you are sad, try to keep your head high. What happened if your partner dumped you? Maybe he wasn't the right person for you, or maybe he was on the way to do something which would be much more painful for you. After all, everything in life happens for something good. And why to destroy your own mental peace for someone who left you, who dumped you, for someone who never loved you? Because if he did, then he hadn't put you in such a situation like this in which you need to forget them. Think about it and find the silver lining. There are so many different people out there that you can meet. You now have the perfect opportunity to find someone who truly loves you, who wants you every time. Why to run behind a person who has abandoned you, isn't it? You lost your job. What's the silver lining? You now have a chance to find a better and a higher paying position. That is what's called silver lining. You failed at something when you thought you would succeed. The silver lining here is you got so much to learn from your mistakes, and now you can create a better version of what you have desired. Life is full of hopes, challenges, and unexpected twists and turns of surprises. So instead of worrying about what you lost in the fray, start looking for what better you can find on your way. Always give yourself reasons to smile, because smiling may actually make you happier. Give it a try. I want you all to smile while watching this video. A stranger passed by and you smiled to him. What will happen? He will smile back to you in return, and just see, happiness is automatically created. You gave a reason to someone to smile. Something unexpected happened that caused you to think about how vast and strange this world is. Feel joyful about it. Smile at the strangeness of life. Smile at the strangeness and the vastness of this world. Over and above, you get a different and a very special smile on your face when you forgive someone by heart. I know forgiving the other person is not so easy, but at least it's not impossible. Forgiving others is the act of letting bygones be bygones. Learn how to forgive others, because if you keep on remembering every wrong thing that a person has done to you, you will be trapped in the past, which will further destroy your future. And becoming a victim of past memories means making yourself more and more upset. So that's why I am saying stop letting people who hurted you somewhere in your past take away your mental peace in your present. So start finding it in your heart to forgive people even if they don't deserve it, because you are not forgiving them for something they did to you, but you are forgiving them to create your internal happiness. That's the point. I want you all to write down in the comment section below about anything that hurted you, and once you write it, just forgive and forget about it. You will be relaxed. Trust me, try this. Now, the most common problem which I think everyone feels is to share their emotions and their feelings to the other person. Even sometimes I feel afraid of telling my feelings to others, but you know what? If you will not share whatever is going inside you with someone you trust, then you will harm yourself. So don't be afraid to open up about your feelings to other people. Holding it all in can be a tricky thing which will make you feel stifled and suffocated, like you have no one to open up to. Talking about your problem with someone you can rely on can help you reach the moment of satisfaction and contentment. Now, you should be wise enough to choose the right person to share your emotions with. He might be a friend or maybe someone from your family. You can even go ahead by either listening or reading inspirational quotes and messages, whether it's reading books, skimming the internet for quotes, or attending interesting lectures. The world is full of inspirational messages if you know where to look. Now, let me ask you a question. What happiness means to you? Yes, because this is your happiness, it is important to frame out what it means for you to be happy. Write down somewhere what happiness means to you, because when you imagine your internal happiness, you give yourself a solid goal, and trust me, when that goal will be achieved in the future someday, then you will be immensely elated. This is your life and you should rule yourself. You should control your happiness. Don't try to give your happiness in someone else's hands. Do the things that make you happy, not others. Don't do what you think should make you happy. Do what you feel will give you the pleasure. Throw away those preconceived notions about what you are supposed to do and start defining your own happiness. Always follow your instincts. Sometimes what happens is, somewhere deep inside your heart you already know what's right and what's wrong for you, but your mind makes you feel like there's no happiness left in your life. So follow your gut instincts. You will be happier. Next step to create a happy you is to visualize your best possible self. It will gradually increase feelings of happiness and well-being. It involves visualizing how the future you looks after achieving what you desired. Just imagine that you have already achieved that blissful moment which you framed for your happiness. Imagining this will help you feel better, and eventually it will motivate you to work harder in order to fulfill your dreams. Throughout your entire life, you will be faced with two choices: either to live happily with whatever you have, or to die every single day with the fear of losses. And trust me, intelligent people choose the first.